Hey guys, Leanne here on GradysMom, and I wanted to do a review today, as well as this could be a possible really great gift for your kids for Christmas. These are called magic beads, and they are very scientific and fun. All you do is add water. This jar is really small, if you guys can see in my hand. It's roughly almost similar in size to a baby food jar. Maybe just a teeny bit bigger than a traditional glass baby food jar, if that gives you an indication of how large this jar is, or this container is. And I actually discovered these at my son's speech therapy, and they're definitely a sensory thing, but they are really, really fun, and I feel like they're really fun for kids of all ages, obviously, as long as your children know not to eat them. So I wouldn't recommend these for babies, but older toddlers and even older kids, I think, would definitely have a blast with these. Now, again, I discovered these. My son's speech therapist actually had a tub of these made up, and my son absolutely loved them. This was several months ago. So I decided to actually purchase some for him for his birthday. He got an Amazon gift card, and I actually purchased these for him, and I was really surprised at how small the jar was when I saw it. So this is what the jar looks like, and 1 teaspoon yields 2 cups of magic beads when they are absorbed in the water. So you literally take a teaspoon, again, 1 teaspoon yields 2 cups, and you submerge them in water. You want to make sure you have a much bigger container than you think you are going to need, or you will be in trouble. I will get to that in a moment. And they're just really bouncy and squishy and actually quite pretty and just really fun for kids. So what I did was I took 4 teaspoons of these little beads and just submerged them in water. And I actually got a container here, and it has a lid, which is recommended because you do want to have a lid on them. And 4 teaspoons, guys, made all of these. So I have it in this bin, as you can see, and I actually think I need to get a bigger bin, just because when my son is playing with them, they fly out if, you know, the bin is not big enough. So I'm going to get a bigger container for these, but they just feel really cool in your hand. They look like, sort of remind me of marbles, but they're really squishy, but at the same time kind of firm. And they just have a really cool feel. And my son absolutely loves these. I could not get him away from playing with this last night. And I just give him, you know, little cups or little scoopers. He was actually getting a kick out of this here, this little funnel, because when you put them in, the funnel is actually big enough for them to come out of the bottom. If you can see, they're coming out. But I was just giving him like little scoopers and spoons and little cups, and they are moist. Once they turn into these, you actually want to strain, just throw them in a pasta strainer to get all of the water out. But they're just so much fun. I mean, even me as an adult thinks they're really, really fun. So I just wanted to share these because I know a lot of parents and moms are always looking for new things to keep their kids entertained, and I feel like this is something so entertaining for, again, kids of all ages, obviously not babies, because I feel like a baby would want to try to eat these or put them in their mouth, or maybe even a younger toddler as well. But now that my son is 4, when he first discovered these, he was 3, and even at 3, he knew not to put them in his mouth. It's very hard to explain how good they feel in your hands. They're really soft. They're really cold, like they almost feel chilled. And they're just squishy and fun. And again, I would recommend getting a bigger container than even you think you will need. And you'll be very surprised at how large and, you know, how much each tiny little teaspoon yields. Again, for this whole tub here, guys, I used 4 teaspoons. And you just soak them in water for a handful of hours. And then once they reach this size, you want to put them in a pasta strainer, because you want to get any of the excess water out. If you can see in here, there is no extra water. And you definitely want to keep them covered when your kids aren't playing with them, because they will dry out. And again, I could not get my son away from this last night. So he is definitely going to want to play with these again today. I just think they're so fun and unique. And also, I think they would make a really good gift, you know, if you're buying for other kids or if you're buying for your own kids. They're just really, really cool. So I'm going to leave the link down below. I purchased these on Amazon. I'm going to leave the link for the exact ones that I purchased. And all you do again is add water, and it does say the directions on here as well. But definitely, like I said, use a bigger container than you think you will need, because this one here is cutting it pretty close. I'm actually going to get the same concept as this, but taller, because last night when my son was playing with these, like, he would get excited and like some would fall out of here. So I just want to get a taller one just so he has more kind of freedom to play and doesn't have to be so limited in being so careful. So I really wanted to share these with you guys. I absolutely love them, and I feel like adults would want to play with them too. I know that I do. So I might just continue to play with these after I'm done filming this video, but I had to share this, especially with the holidays coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will have the link down below if you wanted to purchase them for yourself. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!